No, that's not what's going on.
Of course it is.
That's not what's going on. Well, you can make all the accusations.
They killed the unborn. Hi, girls. Who's going to fuck you?
The issues of this case, or you just want to rant against
because the issues of the case are being driven by your personally being a zero.
You want to talk about the issues of this case?
We did.
Rant against me because you don't believe what I believe.
No, I'm railing against you because I'm looking at your picture right now, and you're an older, balding white gentleman, which is fine.
Host there, which
we're all hosts.
I can ask that I have a. I have to go to this other interview that I scheduled. I mean, you guys think you?
Well,
no.
What Jimmy was saying is very.
You're fucking phony.
What
dude.
Jimmy's saying is very valid. We were talking about your points here, and your lawsuits, but then we found out through talking with you a little longer that they are very personally driven.
Yeah.
And you have an agenda that is not based so much on justice, like you say, and more so it's just based on your personal vendetta, perhaps.
Well, you got the personal as political, and I view it as justice, and then you might view it as vengeance. But look up justice and vengeance, and they pretty much have the
How about hi, girls?
Fine. I mean, that's fine. Your take on it.
Hi, girls. How are you? Can I buy you a drink? Beat it, old man.
Go to
no, you can't.
Interview. Is that allowed?
I don't want to talk to a professional girl.
Okay,
I got to bring one over from another country and then get mad when she fucks somebody who's a bouncer and burns me.
Interview?
She burned you, dude.
The other host?
Roy,
she burned you.
The other host.
Roy, I got to tell you something. Jimmy brought you to our attention, and he was so on your side.
I was on your side.
Wow. And now I think he hates you.
That's fine. I mean,
Because
you're a phony.
So by talking to me, he now can.
I listen to your horse shit on the racial issue. You're a phony.
That's fine.
You're a little.
I take a hip hop class, but I won't tell you how old I am, like a fucking chick.
Will you guys excuse me?
Sure. Why you gotta put your tampon in, you fucking woman?
Okay,
hey, look,
Roy.
Jimmy, if Jimmy, you can call me back and we can go down to Peru, okay? If you got the guts, which I don't think you got.
Go down where?
Go down where?
Peru. To have a little duel, Jimmy.
Peru?
But you obviously don't have the guts.
Wait, Peru? Peru for what? What are you talking about?
They allow dueling? What do we do in Peru?
Dueling. Peru turns a blind eye to dueling.
They allow dueling?
Oh, what a fucking asshole.
So I challenge you to a duel.
How about this? That's fucking childish.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Are you too scared to go?
Can we do that? I would love to duel with this guy.
You don't want to engage in personal attacks.
Yes, I do. I don't like you because I think you're fucking phony.
Okay,
it's obvious that you have a tough time getting broads.
We can argue that over the telephone.
Why do we need to have a duel when you're a lawyer and I talk for a living?
Personally, what do you want me to do? Just
because your fucking personality is what drives this whole thing you're doing.
Yeah,
let's guys. Can I go to my next interview?
No, this is way better than any interview you're going to do today.
You're phony, dude.
Okay.
Let's fight it out with words instead of guns.
Let's go to Peru for a duel. How old are you? You're a lawyer, argue.
Okay?
You're a lawyer. You should be able to hang in there.
Hi, girls. Can I buy you a hot toddy?
Let me call this guy and tell him that I'm going to be...
Oh, fuck that guy. Come on, Roy. Stop it.
Roy. Good old Roy. Roy, do you have a ponytail? I think Roy has a ponytail.
No, that was back in the hippie days.
Yeah. Hi, girls. How are you? We want to be called women. You dyke feminist.
Roy, it sounds like you have a tough time getting women. Why? 1, 2, 3. I said a hip,
really.
hop, a hippie, a hippie, hip, hip, hoppy. You don't stop. You're rocking to the bang, bang, boogie. Sit up.
I'm gonna.
The fat boy. No, stop two-stepping.
Roy's a nerd. Roy is a nerd.
So,
all right, class. Today we're gonna dance.
Okay.
To parents just don't understand. Roy's a nerd.
Let's go to Peru and have a duel. All right, then. Goodbye, Roy.
Bye, Roy.
Stupid lawyer. Beat it.
There goes Roy. There goes one of our fine guests.
You want to go to Peru and have a duel?
A duel?
I was on your side, stupid.
Oh, he got hot under the collar. That was the point.
Funny.
He challenged Jimmy to a duel. He wanted to kill you. He wanted to shoot you and kill you.
But
yes,
again,
a duel.
That's what I hate about a guy like this. Like, you call him out on his horse shit, and I was on his side.
Yes, you are.
Until I listened to his phony fucking reasoning.
Completely driven by his own personal reasons, whatever they might be. His ex-wife, mommy issue. I don't know what they are, but it was completely driven by his personal agenda.
Yeah.
And so that's not justice. Justice is supposed to be blind. You weigh the facts and you make a decision. That's why there's that scale. and she's blindfolded.
Ooh,
And
very nice.
And this guy's bringing in his personal fucking agenda into his cause here, his crusade.
And if your personal experience is what's driving your cause, let's say, well, then your personal experience can be talked about. And, I mean, he mentioned his ex-wife. He mentioned he goes to a hip-hop class. Well, how old are you?
Which was hysterical. But.
Because this is what's annoying, because he says things like, you know, when I went to a bar and I walk up to and I go, hi, girls, and they critique the... Okay, so you've already brought your personal interaction into it.
Yeah.
So don't get mad at me when I call you out on the horse shit of what you're saying. Like, what do you mean you don't want professional women? What women are you... Well, how stupid are you to go up and go, hi, girls? That's not the way it works today.
Hey, girls.
But it's also his personality, because, I mean...
He's a fucking bore.
Hey, toots.
Has anyone ever been corrected and a woman goes, I'm a woman, not a girl? I have never been corrected.
I've had it happen, yes.
Really?
I've heard of
Jimmy's
it,
been corrected with, no, sweetie, I'm not quite a girl. Daddy.
Then they can kill the unborn. You can just hear this fucking stupid agenda he's got.
This guy's
so much annoyance at women. It's an unhealthy amount. We get it. They're all terrible. Men's rights are gone. We get it. Men are victims. We get it.
He's going after clubs and club owners.
He's trying to fuck young chicks who don't want to fuck him. That's the You don't take a hip hop class because he went to law school between 81 and 83. So you do a little math. What are you, 22 in law school?
He's
so
about
50. 45 to 50. Fine.
He's about 50.
If he said, I'm 45, I like to fuck young girls. I mean, that's cool. I got no problem with that, dude. I'm 40, I like to fuck young girls.
What happened? What do you got? What?
You want to continue with him?
Yeah, let's get Roy back.
I'll take Roy back.
I like Roy.
I have my finger play right.
Oh, this Roy. Now,
Roy.
He challenged you to a
duel. But that's exactly who he is. What's the matter? I'm not a fucking chick.
And in the middle of you yelling, I was like, please substitute Anthony in the duel.
I did.
Oh, okay.
His duel. I'll go down to Peru and duel him.
Fuck him.
What are you doing? Your wife's beating the argument. Fucking hit her in the throat.
At the last
stupid.
At the last second, Jimmy goes, I want a substitution, and gets Anthony off the bench.
They turn a blind eye in Peru. Do they? What the hell's that all about?
They don't.
Of course they don't.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Roy?
Just being silly.
Here comes Roy.
A lot of people on the phone.
I'm sure that a lot of them agree with him too. Hey.
No,
I don't think so.
He's cock blocking himself. Patrice should be here. Jim made some powerful points, calling him kiddo and cornball.
Well, I will explain to Roy, without yelling and without being rude, why I was doing personal attacks when he comes back on. Like why it went there for me.
Jimmy, I'm going to sneak in a sandwich. All right.
Okay. Roy.
Roy, you're on.
Okay. Before we start arguing,
let me just apologize for hanging up. But you see, I had made a commitment to another interview at 10 o'clock.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Call on my mobile. But the guy was calling to change the date, so I found that out, and so I'm getting back to you.
No problem, Roy.
This is why.
Me some more, okay?
This is why I started going after you on a personal level, and I'm not going after who you are as a fucking human or your parents. I'm going after what I think is driving which to me, if something I interpret as kind of phony and that doesn't smell right is driving something, I'm going to criticize that. And when you say something like, I walk into a bar and I say, "Hey, girls," and they correct me, and that makes you mad, and then you're like, why should I change the way I talk because of feminism? It's almost like these are individual girls who want to be called a certain thing, and if you're trying to fuck them, you have to play the game the same as I do and the same as everybody else does. It's almost like you're mad that they want to be called women. Well, here's your choice. Either call them women in the bar or don't complain when you can't fuck them. Because that's what I have to do. It's what all guys have to do.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my response to that is what I thought I made that clear. But, if I come across a girl, and this has happened to me a couple of times, where she's clearly a feminist, and I'm not going to proceed trying to hustle her. I'm going to go.
Do you have to hustle a girl to get her into bed?
Well, I mean, what do you want to call it? Can proceed with the conversation? I mean, whatever terminology you want to use.
There's a big difference between hustle a girl and proceed with a conversation.
Okay, conversation, if that's what you want to call it.
Well, whatever you do, is just say it.
In the old days, I used the term hustle, but so there's no need to nitpick the...
Boy, talking about Mr. Semantics is getting mad at me for nitpicking the language.
Well, Jimmy, come on. So let me finish this. So what I do in that case is then I go and find a girl who I believe or hope is not a feminist. That's all. That's my choice.
So a feminist...
The girl doesn't want anything to do with me, that's fine. But,
You wouldn't fuck a feminist, dude?
You want to play their games?
You wouldn't play their games. I want to dump my loads on them, and I'm good at it. Yeah, sometimes you got to play... Whoa, excuse me, hold on. You want to play their games. Here's a guy who won't tell you his age because he doesn't want women to blow up his spot, and you're accusing me of, do I want to play their games? You're playing their games. You can't even just be yourself and go, hey, I'm 45 or whatever it is you are. This is who I am. Fuck me or don't fuck me. Like me or don't like me. So you are playing games.